Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ride a Harley and you've ever seen the code P0562 pop up, you know that sinking feeling. It means system voltage low, and it's a sign that your bike's electrical system needs immediate attention. But don't worry. Today we're going to break down what this code means, what causes it, and how you can diagnose and fix it yourself. So, grab your tools, and let's get your Harley back on the road where it belongs. First off, what exactly is P0562? In simple terms, your bike's brain, the ECM, or electronic control module, isn't getting enough juice to operate correctly. The system voltage has dropped below the minimum level required, which is usually around 12 volts. When this happens, the ECM triggers the check engine light and logs this code. You might also notice symptoms like a bike that's hard to start, dim light, a sputtering engine, or even a complete no-start situation. Ignoring this can leave you stranded. So let's figure out what's causing it. There are three main culprits for a P0562 code on your Harley: a weak or dead battery, a faulty voltage regulator, or a failing stator. Think of it like a three-legged stool. The stator generates AC power, the regulator converts it to DC and controls the voltage, and the battery stores that power. If any one of these components fails, the whole system collapses. Less common causes could be a bad ground connection or damaged wiring somewhere in the charging circuit. So, where do we start our diagnosis? Always start with the simplest thing first: the battery. A good multimeter is your best friend here. With the bike turned off, connect your multimeter to the battery terminals. A fully charged, healthy battery should read around 12.6 to 12.8 volts. If you're seeing anything below 12.4, your battery's discharged. If it's below 12 volts, it's likely on its way out. Try charging it fully with a proper motorcycle battery tender. If it won't hold a charge or the voltage drops quickly after charging, it's time for a new battery. While you're there, check the battery terminals. Make sure they are clean, shiny, and tight. A loose or corroded connection can mimic a bad battery. If the battery checks out okay, or you've replaced it and the code comes back, it's time to test the charging system. This is a two-part test. First, start the bike and let it idle with your multimeter still connected to the battery. You should see the voltage climb to somewhere between 13.5 and 14.8 volts. If the voltage stays low, around 12 volts or less, your bike isn't charging at idle. Next, you need to check the charging voltage at higher RPMs. Carefully and safely. Bring the engine speed up to around 2,500 to 3,000 RPM. The voltage should remain stable within that 13.5 to 14.8 volt range. If the voltage at idle was good but it drops or spikes wildly when you rev the engine, your voltage regulator is the most likely suspect. The regulator's job is to prevent overcharging, so if it fails, you can get erratic voltage readings. If the voltage is low at both idle and RPMs, it could still be the regulator, but it also points towards a potential stator issue. Let's talk about the stator. Testing the stator is a bit more involved. It generates a C voltage, so you'll need to disconnect it from the regulator. ULL, then use your multimeter set to a C volts to test the output between the stator pins while the engine is running. The specific AC voltage you're looking for varies by model, so you absolutely need to consult your Harley service manual for the correct procedure and specs. A failed stator will show little to no AC voltage output. Another test is to check for a short to ground. With the bike off and the stator unplugged, check for continuity between each stator pin and the engine case. There should be no continuity. If there is, your stator is shorted and needs to be replaced. So, to recap the repair process: if your battery is weak, charge or replace it. If your charging voltage is low or erratic, and the stator tests good, the voltage regulator is your prime suspect. Replacing it is usually a straightforward bolt-on job. If your stator fails its tests, well, that's a more involved repair as it's located inside the primary case. But it's definitely doable. And don't forget to double-check all your main ground connections, especially the one from the battery to the frame. A little bit of corrosion there can cause a whole lot of headaches. That's a wrap on diagnosing and fixing the Harley trouble code P0562. It might seem intimidating, But by following a logical process, you can pinpoint the problem and get it fixed. Start with the battery, then test the charging system, and always check your connections. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you get back in the wind. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more Harley tech tips. Ride safe.